Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is the Real Red Hood, and today is my first ever uh, upload to YouTube as far as playing video games. I've been playing video games for my whole life, and today I'm going to be playing one of my favorites of all time, Mega Man 2. Such a great game to me, and we're going to just go through it. And this is all going to be about casual gaming for me, and we're just going to have fun playing. And if we die, we die. We're going to make it through and have a good time doing it. All right. Just love the music. So we're just going to go with normal difficulty. And we're just going to get into it. I know there's a lot of people that say, oh, you got to go this, start with this one, start with that one. And there's a flow to it. I've always been going what I did when this game first launched back in the late 80s. And I always go with Metal Man first. Metal Man Blade is one of the first gaming mechanics that was very, very overpowered. And a lot of the times with these games, the hard part is not the boss battles, but more so just getting to the bosses. So, I'm playing this on the Legacy Collection that was launched for the PS4, but I'm playing it on the PS5. I said when I started this game, this one holds a lot of memories for me. I played this game when I was maybe like 9 years old, 10 years old. I remember playing the first Mega Man, and the first Mega Man was way too hard for me. Died all the time, never saw the ending for a long time. But this game was launched a year afterwards, and I was dedicated myself to beat this game. So I played this game all the time. I play it at least maybe like once every 2 to 3 months. I'll sit there and play this game, and it's so fun to get this game going. And no matter what's going on in life, just being able to just pop this game in and just for about 45 minutes to an hour, just relax. That's why I'm pretty good at hitting those guys right there, because I've done it so many times. I know the timing to it. Now, there's a lot of tricks and glitches associated with this game that people utilize for speed runs. I know quite a number of them, but I'm not about using them. I'm just about playing the game how I've always played it. And yeah, it's not really worried about losing health on this one. And that's why we beat that's how we beat Metal Man right there. Just jumping to avoid the metal blades and just working through it. And for those of you who have never played this game before, after beating each boss, you gain their power. So we're gonna go to Woodman next. I like going in this order. Like I said, this is what I figured out when I was a kid of how to do this. So definitely something I just love to do. Just keep replaying that, what works. I really love the music in this game. It really hypes me up too. And it's crazy too because it's just late 80s, and there's only so much they can do with the sound quality and everything like that. And I don't know that many games nowadays where the sound sticks with me like Mega Man 2 does. Just they had a little bit to do. They had little capabilities of being able of what they could do on the game, but then made such a great soundtrack to it. The funny thing is right now is I just noticed that I was trying to keep up my talking, but then realized I wasn't wearing the Metal Blade power. So, like I said, I'm gonna go through. I'm a casual gamer, so I don't get angry at the game or when things don't go right for me or I die. It just is what it is. These games are supposed to be made to have fun and to just escape whatever things that are going on in the world right now, and just to enjoy it. So it's funny, you get those big power up when you don't need them, and then when you actually do need them, you're sitting there trying to get the drops. So just love the little sounds he makes and the way he looks when he's jumping around too. Just so nostalgic. And then this little trick right here, you run, you back up a little bit, and then you start running forward again, and these things jump right over you. I think I found that out on accident when I was playing it through one time when I was younger. This was also back in the day too, where we didn't have the internet, we didn't have walkthroughs, we barely had guidebooks. I think yeah, we didn't even have, like probably like in the 90s, like the early 90s, that's when we got people started using Game Genie. If anyone knows what Game Genie is, that was always funny. Like I had a buddy who had Game Genie, and he was always putting in the codes and everything like that. And I'm like, man, why? So now that we got Woodman's power, we're gonna use that on Airman. So one of the things I didn't talk about either was that that each boss has their own weakness. So they have a weakness against a particular boss power. So on these right here, I just kind of walk through and just not concerned really with my power, because you'll get a lot of drops going through. And so a lot of the power drops that you can get a lot easy when just you get to a certain spot and you can just go back and forth, making the enemy reappear just to see him get more drops. So look like I'm a little low on life and a little low on power, but we'll get it all back here soon. Wow, that was a huge drop. Good thing I'm recording this, because that rarely happens. and just like that, we're back up. The Metal Blade is pretty cool because you can go in all directions of shooting. Again, back up. So. Again, how many one-ups I got? I got 5. That's nuts. Boss battle's coming up right now, and So we're going to switch out over to Woodman. Here we go. Boom. I think the whole thing is like the leaf blades are going to get caught inside the fan blades. You just got to let it hit you a couple times and he's going to hop over to the other side. Two times. The cool thing about this one, as opposed to the original Mega Man, was that after you defeat the boss, if the boss had fired, you could still get hit and die. So you could beat the boss and still die and have to start all over. So it was a good thing on this one where they made a change to that. So item 2, I've always called it the surfboard. It's just a rocket-propelled board that Mega Man stands on to get him from one place to another. We're going to use that in Heat Man stage. It's going to be very useful for that. Bubble Man always looks funny. I always thought that those were glasses he was wearing, not goggles for being underwater. I always thought if Bubble Man was made for being underwater, why did he need the goggles? But hey, just dumb questions, right? Dumb questions. So it's funny because there's certain places in this game where if you hit something or fall or something like that, it's instant death. So if you're jumping over those platforms and you died and you fall, you die right away and have to start all over at the beginning. And if you hit those black spike things right there at the top, you die right there instantly. So you can jump higher because you're in underwater, but you risk dying right there. So you have to barely tap the jump button, and being careful when you walk off the ledge, just to fall straight down. Always paranoid about that. And this guy right here, as you saw me doing last time, just got to hit the top. Another one up. Man, the drops are being good today. I know a lot of the speedrunners they know exactly how many times, who to hit, how to hit, all that stuff like that to know what to get, what to drop. So, all right, we're just gonna stick with Metal Blade right here. Nothing crazy. For those of you who have not played this game before, Bubble Man, his weapon is not really used at all. Use it on Heat Man. That's the vulnerability one for Heat Man. And then you use it later on in the game, and I'll show you where. But it's pretty funny that that one's not used much, but it's got a special use. So I won't spoil it. I'll wait till the end of the game. Those of you who know, yeah. So we're gonna go to Heat Man now. And you could do these in any order. It's just a lot easier to maximize the effectiveness of the power ups that you have currently. So, and if you hit that lava, you're dead too. So the funny thing is I've noticed that when I'm concentrating on jumping from platform to platform so I don't die, I'm not talking much. So it's just a conscious effort that I have to make sure that I'm talking while I'm just so everyone stays engaged with what's going on. I don't think I've ever killed any of those things. I don't even know if there's a possibility to do that. I just remember the the way to do it. There's a glitch at the top of the ladder there where you can go all the way to the end of the stage. I think I've seen that done on speed runs. That wall right there, you can, if you add crash bombs, you can. Yeah, you can use the crash bombs to go through. It was funny how I was just showing off right now to on that one section where I just was able to time everything, and then right there I wasn't able to do it. Yeah, I remember when I first started playing this game, I was trying to get over by doing those things. Nah, just use item 2, and do not get the 1-up that's right there. You will have to fall off and die. These things right here, you can quickly get like that by using Airman. And you don't need item 2 for the rest of the level. So we're gonna switch over to Bubble Man. And Bubble Man's Bubble will take care of everything for us. All these characters have, except for Flashman, not Flashman, Quickman. Every one of these enemies have a certain pattern that they go with. So if you hit Heat Man, he's gonna make flames appear all around him and then use the flames to project himself across the screen. So you hit him, you wait, you jump over him, the fire will go away, you hit him again with the bubble, and then you repeat until you're done. Item 1 is a platform that you create for yourself. It's going to be definitely useful as you go through the game. All right, let's get going. All right, we're going to go to Crash Man, Flash Man, and then Quick Man. So you need Crash Man's bombs to defeat Quick Man, but you need Flash Man's ability to get through. You need Flash Man's ability to get through Quick Man's stage. Again, love the music going through here. So what you can do right here is you can use the item 1 to get you up. You don't have to wait for these this platform to go across. And that's that easy. Again, you don't have to do it, but it just makes it a lot easier to go through the stage. And then at the end of these boss man stages, you don't have to worry about refilling your energy on your power-ups. They get reset at the end of every level. However, when you go to the Wily stages, they don't refill, so you're gonna have to be conservative of how you use it going forward. But until we get to that time, we'll just have fun. You don't take fall damage when you fall in this game. However, you do take, it just takes time to get back to where you were. So, gonna use Woodman right here. The leaf shield. Yeah, it's not easy to go. The only problem you get is this guy right here. Yeah, see, we'll fall here and there, we'll die. Oh, that's nice. So we're gonna have to use Airman's. Airman's power on this one. So we go up this ladder to get to the one-up that's right here. That was a nice hit to bring us in. Took some hit damage, but boom. And this one is all about timing. He's going to jump over from the one side of the screen to the other, and you just got to time out how the Airman works. Like I said, we're on normal difficulty, so that means that, that this was the setting used for the North America game when it was released. The creators thought that the game was going to be too hard for Americans, so got to dumb down the difficulty to keep us engaged. I just do it to be casual. See, I never knew if Flashman's hand, if that's Flashman holding a clock in his hand or his hand is a clock. Never figured that out. Oh well. The funny thing about this is if I let go, it slides across. So I think at one point this was supposed to be a ice stage. So like I said before, you just take the crash like that. And like I said, we're going to take hits throughout, but the good thing about it is that items will appear. One-ups here and there. They help out a lot. So definitely, definitely make sure you get as many one-ups as you can, because the game can be unforgiving at times. But also too, in the with this game and the subsequent games that have been released, they have embedded the save state function where you can just save the state if you get to a hard section and then you need help beating, you know little times, so you don't want to, how us old school people have to go back to the start of the level and then try to get back to where you made the mistake and then try to go through it again. So right here we're going to use item 2 again. And then we're gonna jump off right here because there's an E-tank right there. E-tanks fill your energy all the way up, but you can only have a max of 4. Okay. So we're gonna use Metal Man again. In fact, you know, let's just use the standard Mega Man. Boom. Yeah, not too bad. We're not doing a speed run, but we're running about, I would say 20, a little bit over 26 minutes in on this run. So I think that's the record right now. I could be less with all the glitches that people utilize to get through it. I like just going through it natural. The glitches take the fun out of playing the game for me. Item 3 is kind of like a platform, but it's a bouncing platform. When you jump on it, it lifts you up, and then when you jump on it, it goes down. So looks like they ran out of an idea to do this, but oh well. Last one of the first set of 8 bosses. Okay. And I'll just show off item 3 right here to get this one up, but so this one, if you ask me where I gathered all my anxiety as a kid, this can be this stage. Because as soon as these bars, they come across the screen, and if they touch you, you're done. Got to start all over. So the good thing about being hit right there, so we got our last E-tank that we need. But the good thing about getting hit right there is that you see how you flash in and out. So actually you go invisible at that point. So if you were to get hit by one of those bars going across, it wouldn't kill you because you're in that invincible stage. So right here is a little funny trick that happens. I think I'm running, but I am actually just touching a wall. So I can just keep walking, and nothing will happen. I have to jump up, and now I'm starting to walk again. So you're hitting that wall right there. So we're gonna switch over to Flashman, and we're gonna just, all right, and we're gonna use it right here. All right, and this is where the tense of it goes. You just gotta run through. And I'm gonna run out right now. And we're through. Man, we're just getting all these 1-ups. That's a good day for 1-ups. And now we're getting to the boss battle. So the things that you can use the regular Mega Man arm cannon, or you can use crash bombs. Crash bombs are really easy to beat this villain, and he's going to be attracted to you. So what I do is I just put it right there against the wall. I was going to use an E-tank right there, but we got through it. Yeah, you definitely got to be conservative with the powers that you're using when you're going through these stages, because if you run out, you run out. Um, if you run out during a boss battle, then that's it. There's Dr. Wily right there with his eyebrows. So this is where things get a little difficult, but this is what we play the games for, to have that sense of difficulty. And coming up right now is my favorite song in the whole game. This is what gets me pumped. This is what makes the, you got to get to Wily fast. You don't have to get to him fast. I just said that. Man, just dropping the 1-ups everywhere today. Got 12 lives. Dang. It's a good day for the drop rate. Anyone who's ever played this game knows that never happens. So if you run out of item 3 right there, you can always come back here to get this guy to drop. So as you see, power level on that is going down. So what you could do is use the item 3 to go over, get the 1-up, and then come back, drop down, and use item 3 to go back up. But you might run out of power. Since I have so many 1-ups, I don't need it. So I'm just going to just use it to go straight up. And of course, I'm going to use that overpower. And since I got 2 of them, why not? Like I said, going from stage to stage at this point, you don't get the automatic power refills for your different boss powers. So it's good if you have a refill to use it. So going to this part right here, you're gonna have to use item 1. So you can go to the top of the stair right here and start using it from right there, but it gets a little bit difficult for you to use it. Long time ago, like I said, just playing and accidentally learning things, I used it right here. So that way, it makes it a lot easier to get over. And over the years, I've watched a lot of streamers play this game and see how they do what they do with this stage right here. I didn't even know Quickman was a thing to use this. I've always used Heatman's Atomic Flame to kill the dragon right here. So again, more anxiety building with, and if you fall off, so then you charge up right here. Boom. That one doesn't work in the Japanese one or the difficult setting one, because it actually takes it would actually take 3 full charges of the Heatman weapon to defeat the dragon, but you only get 2. So you would use Quickman's boomerang on that. I don't think I'm going to use Heatman for the rest of the game, so we're just going to move on. But since we have it, we'll use it right here. Item 2. And there's 2 places you can go right here. You can jump to the first ladder, jump to the second ladder. Second ladder is a lot harder to get to, but you get an ink tank, and it's a lot easier to get you through right here. You get a 1-up, and you get the small little power refills right here. So at this point right here, I don't need to get the 1-up or the E-tank, so I'm just going to go all the way down. And just drop down like that. And if you hit those spikes, you're done. So this part right here is a great part, because if you haven't been doing well on your power management, this is where you would go to refill everything. And we'll fill up item 2 right here, just because we can. And we'll just do Heat Man because we can, just to make everything look nice. Right, now we're all filled. Now we're going to use item 3 to get up to the top. I know I said I was going to use item 3, but then I always forget this part right here. So this gets my anxiety up too with these things falling right here. Not for these two, but for this one right here. So this one goes up, and you got to stand in the right spot so you don't get hit. And then you drop down here. And there's going to be a life refill here, but we're not going to use it. Use Metal Man for this one. These guys, if they touch you, they take a lot out of you. Like that. And the last one. So remember, our life will be restored, but our power level for the Metal Man won't be restored. So you got to make sure that you fill that up on when you start the next level. So there's going to be some things that you can get right here. Like I said, E-tank and energy refill. Don't fall for it, because they're right there. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to use item 1. Get you up there. And you have to wait for it to disappear before you can move on. And why not? And you're going to be in the water. Remember, the water helps you jump up higher than what you would if you were out of the water. However, you got to make sure that you hold down the jump button. Remember what we said about these right here. Don't touch them. Now you just got to do a little jump here to get you so you don't hit that spike. If you just walk off, you're going to hit that spike and you're going to die. So just jump a little bit, and then come over to your left, and then a left a little bit more, and then you should fall straight down. And then when you go right here, just fall straight down. Don't try to come over. And then, boom. Stay to the right. And now we're going to get the appearance of Gutsman. We're going to use Quick Boomerang. Gutsman was in the very first game. So he makes his appearance here. None of the other ones make their appearances other than Gutsman, but it's good to see him because he was a good boss when we faced him in the first game. All right. Let's just fill it up because we're not coming back here at all. Why not? This makes it look very nice when everything's filled. I get a little OCD like that with my power levels. All right. So I'll show you how to get the 1-up right now, but it's not needed. But you actually use item 1 because this is invisible right here. You just drop it down and then head back up. A lot of climbing in this stage and a lot of dropping. So you get it, as you see, so what I do is I use item 2 right here because one of these is invisible and I can never remember which one it is. And you especially use item 2 right here because you don't want to end up falling on the spikes. No way to recover if you fall down there. And we're maxed out on our E-Tank, so we don't need the E-Tank. So this is where it becomes difficult right here because you're going to have to go through the platforms. So you just jump and then long jump. So if you need to change when you're standing right here, not when you're right here, because when you change when you're on the ladder, the game will actually drop you from the ladder. And if you don't hit the up button fast, then you're gonna fall to your death. So one more platform section, and then we'll be onto the next part. So don't jump right there. You will hit the roof, and then that will be it for you. So this part is pretty much all about patience, just being patient to go through and make sure you're... Oh, there's all this. Yeah, I always forget this one, but I do use item 2 on this one. So I'll just drop down right here. Because if you go all the way to the top right there, the platform is not tall enough for you, so you're gonna hit your head and you're gonna fall into the spikes. And we're good on health. Good on E-Tanks. We're gonna need Airman again. So this is a stage where I will use an E-Tank if I need to, but so I'll use an E-Tank now. Use item 3 to get us back up. Item 3 again. And then I got one more. That's the difficulty. If you don't do it with the right amount of crash bombs used in the right places, just like I did right now, you will not make it through. And the problem is that you'll go just to the part where you start the platforms, and it's going to be very difficult to get energy for your crash bombs. And now the fun part begins. I go in no particular order. I just go from left to right. So Bubble Man we're going to use. And each one of these leaves behind some energy. I never remember the order that these guys are in. It's in the same order every time, but... So we're going to use Woodman. Okay. Woodman, already set with Metal Man. I said everything with Metal Man because it's just so much easier. So much easier because most enemies are beaten by Metal Man. Especially Metal Man. Okay. So Quick Man, we will use just the regular. The funny thing is my boomerangs don't work the way he does. Crash Man. We're going to use Airman. I remember when I was first playing this, it was so difficult going through this because I didn't know what to do, how to do it, all this stuff like that. So let's go metal on metal. Oh, one hit. I don't know why that's a one hit, but it's just a one hit. Last one. All right, we got full life. I think I use Quick Boomerang right here. EK time. That's why you save your E-tanks to the end. All right. Time to the last level. And there's only one that can beat Dr. Wily on this one, and that is Bubble Man. Anything else you try, it's not going to work. So you got to get the pattern together of how to do this. You see how I jumped all the way to the right? This is where you don't have to worry about the timing of walking through. You just run straight through, and you're good to go to get to the final stage. Boom. Now you got to face Alien Wily. And so he's got a specific routine that he does when he's fighting him. It's the same thing the entire time. He just goes in in like a figure eights kind of way. So just get the timing down and just be patient. Because right there I took a hit. Probably didn't need to take that hit. So just make sure you just moving and just jumping and conserving that power. You see how I'm not getting all wild with the Bubble Man shots, because I just want to be able to make sure I have enough to get all the way to the end. And then one more hit after this. So, boom. And we just beat the game. And it wasn't even Dr. Wily. You thought he was Dr. Wily. Turns out an alien. Turns out the alien was actually not an alien. Just a drone. And here we are with the closing credits. I like the way this does it like this, where you go through each of the suits, the season changes. I think it was funny how you have Heatman suit, but the leaves from Woodman, but okay. But Snow with Bubble Man. Yeah, so like I said, I've played this game thousands of times, beat it so many times, more than I can count. But definitely a great game. One of the ones that has a lot of fondness in my heart for playing video games and why I play the video games that I do. So I want to thank everyone who has made it this far in the video. We're about close to 53 minutes in. I just want to say thank you all for watching, comments, liking, and hopefully subscribing to watch more of this. I'm going to be doing more videos in the future centered around games that I love to play, games that I'm casual about. I'm into a lot of story-based games, mostly around like Zelda, Kingdom Hearts, Assassin's Creed. Those are my main games. I'm a huge gamer. My son is a huge gamer because of it, and we just love playing games that's all about having fun. So we'll just end it on that note, but just want to say to everybody, thank you again, and like and subscribe, and see you in the next one.